Hello, and welcome back to Easy English Podcasts. I'm Adam, and today we are going to talk about a very useful topic, how to speak English in the grocery store. This is an important place where you can practice everyday English words and phrases. We will learn how to ask questions, how to understand answers, and how to use polite expressions. Imagine you are walking into a grocery store. You see many shelves full of food and products. You want to buy some fruits, vegetables, bread, and maybe some snacks. But how do you ask for help? How do you say what you need? Don't worry, I will guide you step by step. First, when you enter the store, you can say hello to the clerk or shop assistant. This is a polite way to start a conversation. If you don't know where something is, you can say, "Excuse me, can you help me? Where can I find the apples? Do you have fresh tomatoes today?" It is very important to be polite and clear. Saying please and thank you will make people happy to help you. Next, you might want to ask about the price of an item. You can say, "How much are these apples? What is the price of this bread?" The clerk may answer with the price, for example, "They are $2 per kilo. This bread costs $3. If you want to buy something, you can say, "I would like 1 kilo of apples, please. Can I have 2 loaves of bread?" When you choose your items, you go to the cashier to pay. The cashier may ask, "Do you want a bag? Will you pay by cash or card?" You can answer simply, "Yes, please," or "No, thank you." "I will pay by card," or "I will pay by cash." Remember, speaking slowly and clearly helps others understand you better. If you don't understand something, it is okay to ask, "Can you please repeat that?" "Sorry, I don't understand." Let's practice some useful words for the grocery store. Repeat after me. Fruit, the sweet foods like apples, bananas, and oranges. Vegetables, the healthy foods like carrots, potatoes, and lettuce. Bread, the food made from flour and baked. Dairy, foods like milk, cheese, and yogurt. Meat, food from animals like chicken, beef, or fish. Snack, small food eaten between meals. Using these words will help you talk about food and shopping easily. When you are ready to pay, you can say, "How much is the total?" "Can I have a receipt, please?" The receipt is a paper that shows what you bought and how much you paid. Shopping at the grocery store is a great chance to use English every day. You can talk about what you want to buy, ask questions, and practice polite conversation. Let's continue now from where we left off. After learning the basic questions and answers at the grocery store, it's important to understand some common situations you might face and how to respond in English naturally. One common situation is when you want to ask about the price of different items. Prices can sometimes be confusing, especially if you are new to the language or the country. Let's practice how to ask and understand prices clearly. For example, customer, "How much is this apple?" Assistant, "It's 50 cents each." The phrase "how much is very useful. You can also say, "How much does this cost? What is the price of this?" When the assistant tells you the price, they might say the cost per item or per kilogram. For example, $3 per kilo, $2 each. If you want to buy a specific amount, you can say, "I want 2 kilos of potatoes, please. Can I have 3 apples?" Remember, the word kilo means kilogram, which is 1,000 grams. Sometimes you might hear the word pound, especially in countries like the US or UK. 1 pound is about 0.45 kilograms. If you want to be more polite, you can add please at the end of your request. Can I have 2 kilos of rice, please? I would like 3 oranges, please. Now imagine you are at the checkout counter ready to pay. The cashier might ask, do you have a loyalty card? Would you like to pay by cash or card? A loyalty card is a special card that gives you discounts or points when you shop. If you don't have one, it's okay to say, no, I don't have one. When the cashier asks about payment method, you can say, I will pay by cash. I will use my credit card. Can I pay with my debit card? After you pay, the cashier will give you your receipt and sometimes your change. If you pay more than the total price, the cashier gives you back the extra money. This is called change. For example, total, $15. You give $20, change, $5. It's always good to check your change before you leave to make sure it's correct. Next, let's learn some helpful phrases when you want to ask for recommendations or more information about products. Can you recommend a good cheese? Is this bread fresh? Do you have gluten-free products? Where can I find the spices? Are there any discounts today? These questions can help you explore new products and improve your shopping experience. It's also common to hear questions from the store staff, like, are you finding everything okay? Do you need a bag? Would you like assistance? Can I help you with something? To respond politely, you can say, yes, thank you. No, I'm fine, thanks. Could you help me find the pasta? Let's practice a longer conversation now, using many of the phrases we learned. Customer. Excuse me, could you help me find the cereal? Assistant. Sure. The cereal is in aisle 3 near the breakfast foods. Customer. Thank you. Do you have any low-sugar options? Assistant. Yes, we have some low-sugar cereals on the top shelf. Customer. Great. How much is this one? Assistant. It's $4 per box. Customer. I'll take 2 boxes, please. Assistant. Would you like a bag? Customer. No, thank you. I have my own. Assistant. Okay. That will be $8, please. Customer. Here you go. Assistant. Thank you. Have a nice day. Customer. Thanks, you too. Notice how the conversation flows naturally with polite expressions and clear questions. Now let's explore some vocabulary related to food categories you will find in a grocery store. Dairy, milk, cheese, yogurt, butter, produce, fruits and vegetables, bakery, bread, cakes, pastries, meat, beef, chicken, pork, frozen foods, frozen vegetables, ice cream, canned goods, canned beans, soup, tomatoes, beverages, water, juice, soda, coffee, tea, snacks, chips, cookies, nuts. Try to remember these categories and use them when shopping. Also, practice using the phrase, I am looking for, where can I find, do you have, for example, I am looking for fresh tomatoes. Where can I find the dairy section? Do you have almond milk? It's helpful to be specific when asking for products, especially if you want a particular brand or type. When you want to ask about product quality or freshness, you can say, is this organic? When was this baked? How fresh is this fish? Remember that being polite and clear helps the conversation go smoothly. Another important part of grocery shopping is understanding weights and measurements. Here are some common units you might hear or use. Gram, G, a small unit of weight. Kilogram, kg, 1,000 grams. Pound, lb, about 0.45 kilograms. Liter, L, a unit for liquids. Milliliter, ml, smaller unit for liquids. For example, you can say, I want 500 grams of cheese. How many liters of juice do you have? Can I buy 1 pound of apples? Understanding these units will help you when asking for the quantity you want to buy. Let's also talk about paying. When you pay, you may want to ask, can I pay by card? Do you accept credit cards? Is there a minimum purchase for card payment? If you are not sure about the price, don't hesitate to ask, could you please tell me the price? Is this on sale? Are there any discounts? Many stores have special offers, especially on certain days. Lastly, let's look at some common polite expressions you can use anytime. Excuse me. To get someone's attention, please. To make requests polite. Thank you. To show gratitude. You're welcome. To respond to thanks. Sorry. To apologize. Using these expressions makes your English sound friendly and respectful. Now, before we finish, here is a small practice dialogue for you. Fill in the blanks or try to say your own answers. Assistant, can I help you? You, your answer. Assistant, where are you looking to shop today? You, your answer. Assistant, do you want to buy any fresh fruit? You, your answer. Assistant, would you like a bag? You, your answer. Assistant, your total is $12.50. You, your answer. Take your time, speak slowly and clearly, and practice until you feel comfortable. Remember, the more you practice, the easier speaking English will become. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Every time you speak, you learn and improve. This concludes our lesson for today. Keep practicing these phrases and vocabulary in your daily life. Try to visit a grocery store and use some of the sentences we learned. Next time, we will start a new exciting topic about asking for directions. How to talk to strangers politely and get the information you need when you are in a new place. Thank you for your attention and dedication. See you in the next episode.